Okay, good evening Transformers fans, hope you're all doing well. Just to carry on the theme of my Optimus Prime reviews, of which this is the last figure to do, I'm going to do, well, it's a kind of a special review because it's my last Optimus Prime figure and it's my first Transformers animated figure, so of course it is. But, that worked better than I thought it did. I thought it was going to. It is, of course, Voyager Animated Optimus Prime. First things first, the trailer looks naff, so it's basically just his axe and his water cannon. It is the worst axe of all three Primes released from the animated series, so I try and display him like that. He looks a lot better, in my eyes anyway. I have to say, not being the biggest G1 fan, not that I don't like G1 because I think it's absolutely brilliant, the cartoon, and I have the first series on DVD and I've watched it a lot, but I absolutely love the animated series. I have no idea why, because that sort of animation doesn't really normally appeal to me, but I think just because it's Transformers and it's got all the recognisable characters in it, there's something about it that I absolutely love, and I've spent so much money buying the figures for a show that I've not actually watched that much. I think I bought the first figure I bought it before I'd even watched the show, and it was only really when I watched the show and felt vindicated that I actually liked it that I went and bought more figures, and I've now got quite a decent collection of animated figures for a show that I don't really watch that often. I actually have more animated figures than I do G1 Classics Universe figures, which is quite a surprise. So anyway, Optimus Prime. I really like the show Optimus Prime. He's still a leader, but he's a lot younger than the Optimus Prime from the G1 cartoon. And from what I can gather, he's not as sort of battle-hardened or experienced as the G1 Prime. And he is actually not the Autobot commander. He's not the leader of the Autobots in this one. From what I've seen so far, I believe this guy is Ultra Magnus. Is the sort of this is Roadbuster Ultra Magnus. I believe Ultra Magnus is the sort of commander of the Autobots, and he is the leader of the. Can't remember what they're called. It's not the Elite Guard because that's what Ultra Magnus is. He's the leader of the. Do you know? Bugger me, I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway,
Optimus Prime. He's a leader. He's a lot younger. But still a great character. I don't know who voices him, but he's got the voice right. Scale-wise, there's the Voyager class, Soundwave, the Deluxe class. Pretty good scale. He's actually bigger, like he should be. Comparing next to Jazz, who's a sports car, and that scale is really good. I really like that scale. I mean, obviously Jazz is quite a small Deluxe class because he's a nifty little sports car, but whatever. And then you have him next to Ultra Magnus, and get them both in shot there. Yeah, Ultra Magnus is a leader class missile truck, and he's a Voyager, just a semi truck, back to the sort of cab over design rather than the Peterbilt truck of the movie. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Transformation is fairly simple. Just pull the front part apart like that, and just pull that down to the sides for now. Now this little gimmicky thing doesn't really work on mine. I don't know if you can see, there's a little black tab. You might be able to see it from the side. Just there. And what you do is you press that, and the legs are supposed to sort of swing down and twist so that the front. But I've just pressed the button and it doesn't happen. All I have to do is kind of like nudge it a little bit to make it work. And then even then, see if I can do it. That's what it does. It doesn't. It's not amazing on mine. And then it twists around, and you push the chest down to lock it in place. Straighten the feet out. And what you do is just split the feet apart, and just twist the back wheels in, and then sort of fold the front wheels against his legs, like so. And there you have the lower half. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you might want to do that as well. Pull the legs out. That gives him a bit more size. I just want to attach these bits, form his arms. pull the siren up and back, and then split. See if I can get them shot a bit more. Split the arms away from the siren, pull them out, straighten them out. Then you can flip this all the way back. Then lift the head up, and then flip this back and lock it in place. And then what you want to do is flip the fists out from there, flip them out there, just lock them in place, and there you have Animated Voyager Optimus Prime. I have to say, absolutely brilliant. So we get the camera out. There we are. I absolutely love him. I mean, he loses a bit of credibility when you give him his weapons. Let's see what we can do here. Go in. It looks crap as a trailer, and they're pretty poor weapons. I mean, the axe is huge. So much so that if you can see, it's made that arm loose on mine. The weight of it has actually ruined the elbow joint, so it can't even hold the water pistol, which is light as, you know, not the heaviest weapon. That one's still alright for now, but I don't like the weapons at all. You can put the weapons together like that. Just pull this little bit down. Sorry, you just flip that bit up, sorry, don't pull it down. And attach the weapons to his back so they store. But again, that just looks naff. Just looks absolutely naff. So I just take them off completely and leave them to one side, and he looks much better. I know some people have modified other axes that come with other primes and stuck them in, but I'm not that bothered. He looks fantastic on his own, as it is, nice and heroic. One little action feature, I'll just move the camera up, on his face is, it's a little button at the back there. I don't know if you can see that, there, just there. Move it up and his faceplate comes down. So he's got a movable faceplate. I always prefer to keep it up because that's the classic Prime look, but you can have it down if you want to sort of better replicate the cartoon look, because he does spend a lot of time in the cartoon with his faceplate down, even in Earth mode. The Cybertron mode Optimus Prime figure came out with without a visor on him at all, whereas this has the visor. I like to keep it up. Size comparison. Here he is next to Leader Class Bulkhead. If I can get Bulkhead to stand up. Try and move this back a bit further. Nice scale. In the cartoon, Bulkhead is like the biggest of the Autobots, so it makes sense that Prime is a Voyager and Bulkhead is a Leader, although to be fair, there's not a great deal of difference between them, maybe less than an inch. In fact, I think Prime might even be taller than Bulkhead, but Bulkhead obviously is bulkier, so it is quite show accurate in that Bulkhead is quite bulky. So I'll bring this guy back in for a size comparison. Here is Deluxe Classics 2-pack Prime, Deluxe Voyager. So again, another nice size difference between the two. I'll do Megatron's Leader review in a bit and compare the two, as we know they are the leaders of their opposing factions on the show, as it were. You know, the two most iconic characters. But as for this guy, well worth. I think I paid less than the retail price for him, so I got him online. I think I managed to save £2, which isn't a great lot, but it's enough to convince me to buy him without really having watched a lot of the show. But I'm so glad I did buy him, because he is an excellent addition to my Optimus Prime collection. So I'm very glad I bought him, and I would recommend, if you can get him, to pick him up as well. The weapons bring it down a little bit, but if you manage to find an axe from somewhere else, or you've got another Prime figure and you want to modify, or even give them a gun, then that would work altogether. So I do strongly recommend this figure. Okay, so that's me out. Stay safe.